Okay, so for this morning, we'll be using the practice that's by the blue tab. So if you want to turn there, it's called the Chenrezig practice, the welfare of living beings that pervade space. And this is the one that is related to the Power of Mantra book. So blue tab, short practice. So for all of these meditations, it's important that we start with a really firm connection to the body so that we don't get disassociated or spacey or a little bit weird or anything. Okay, so body connection is really important before we go into these more kind of esoteric practices. So become really aware of your body. And really aware if there was anything last night that got a bit tense or a bit tight. It's completely okay to get up, add a cushion, subtract a cushion. Don't feel trapped in your seat, okay? And really make sure the mind is aware of the body and aware that the body is a safe place to be. If we're stressed, if we have background stuff in the past, all sorts of reasons can make the body feel unsafe. But in this moment, at this time, it's good and safe to be here in the body. And let your mind travel now up and down your spine, as if there was an invisible string that went up through the top of your head, connecting you to the sky, and down through your spine, through your tailbone, connecting you to the earth. So just imagine that that's the case for a minute, and let your mind travel up and down, balancing and stabilizing. And allow the movement of your mind up and down your spine, to sky, down to earth, and back again, to be gradual, not rushed. And then let the up and down scanning rest at your tailbone, at your seat, and feel anchored there. Hold your awareness at your seat. The connection between your own body and the mat or the chair. The weight of yourself sitting. And from that seat, start to scan left and right, back and forth between your legs, allowing them to balance and settle. The hips, knees, ankles, toes, all the muscles and connective tissues. Just by bringing our awareness to them, circulation can improve. Any tension can be found and released. And so scanning left and right, across your lap, one leg and then the other, at a gentle speed. And gradually move your focus up to your torso, also scanning left and right, across the planes of your stomach and chest, into your internal organs. Imagining everything settles into its natural position, free from tension and obstructions. Gently side to side, mentally scan. And as you scan left and right through your torso, if there are any areas that feel tense, imagine bringing warmth to them, not forcing anything, just inviting release. Working your way gradually up. making your way to your shoulders. And scanning back and forth across your shoulders, allowing them to drop into their natural position, to balance left and right. And down both arms. Left arm, bringing awareness and relief. Right arm, just again gently back and forth. Relaxing joints, muscles. Relaxing your hands, allowing them to be in the meditation posture, but without any tightness. Scanning back and forth, left hand and right hand, releasing any tension. And shifting focus from your hands back into your stomach and torso. Making sure tension hasn't reaccumulated. Having that very soft, receptive front. Moving up into the lungs. Moving up into the throat. And become aware of the throat and neck. And make whatever subtle adjustments you need to make so that it feels very centered and balanced. The neck not tilted left or right, but straight and stable. The chin slightly tucked. And moving your awareness up the back of your neck, over the head and scalp, and releasing any muscles that have tensed up in your scalp, as if water had been poured over you that was exactly the right temperature. The relief pouring down, unfurrowing your brow, unclenching your jaw. Letting your face sit into its natural state. Unobserved, without self-consciousness. And zero in at the sensation of the air at the nostrils. Your breath coming in and out. And this air passage back and forth becomes your meditation object. And so with the sound of the bell, settle your attention there at the breath at the nostrils. And whenever your attention drifts away from the breath, just catch it and come back. If an outer sensory experience, like a sound or a smell, captures your attention, just notice that and come back to the breath with purpose. If some thought intrigues you, treat it the same way. Notice and decisively come back to the breath. Making subtle adjustments if your relaxed state starts slipping into sleep, or if your focused state starts going into stress. Even your attention, balancing it, not too tight, not too loose. Just the breath. And shift to the refuge prayer. Allowing light in, allowing your voice. Together 3 times. They take refuge until I'm enlightened in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my generosity and so forth, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit living beings. I take refuge until I'm enlightened in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my generosity and so forth, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit living beings. I take refuge until I'm enlightened in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my generosity and so forth, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit living beings. Just take a moment and let that connect. Your impressions of refuge, your impressions of enlightenment, and your altruistic motivation. Let these concepts become real for you. And whatever questions you have about them, let them come. And the embodiment of that refuge takes form. So visualize on the crowns of oneself and all sentient beings pervading space is a white lotus and moon. Above your crown, above the crowns of all sentient beings. White lotus and moon disk. And on top of that is a Hri, the seed syllable of Chenrezig. In English letters, or Sanskrit letters, or Tibetan letters. Your language of choice, whatever characters depict that sound, Hri. They are on top of the lotus and moon disk, above everyone's crown. From the Hri arises Supreme Arya Chenrezig, white and clear, radiating 5-colored light rays, smiling and looking with eyes of compassion. Of the 4 arms, the palms of the first 2 are joined. The lower 2 hold a crystal rosary and white lotus, adorned with silk and precious jewelry, a deer skin or antelope skin upper garment, with Amitabha at the crown. Seated with legs in the Vajra posture, a stainless moon is your backrest. In nature, you encompass all objects of refuge. So stabilize that and connect that strongly with your sense of refuge. What is my spiritual refuge? All of the things you associate with spiritual refuge. encompassed in this form, embodied by it, represented by it, holding it. And this Chenrezig is above every single sentient being. Compassionate wisdom embodied. Inner and outer refuge embodied. Inner and outer guru embodied. Present. And with awareness of that refuge, then we add the praise at the bottom of the page 3 times. Lord, your body is white in color, unsoiled by faults. A complete Buddha adorns your head. You look at living beings with eyes of compassion. To you, Chenrezig, I prostrate. Lord, your body is white in color, unsoiled by faults. A complete Buddha adorns your head. You look at living beings with eyes of compassion. To you, Chenrezig, I prostrate. Lord, your body is white in color, unsoiled by faults. A complete Buddha adorns your head. You look at living beings with eyes of compassion. To you, Chenrezig, I prostrate. Over the page. And so just think that having made requests one pointedly in that way, lights radiate from the body of the Arya. They purify impure karmic appearances and mistaken minds. All of your projections, all of your grasping at inherent existence, all of your confusion, imagine the light radiating from Chenrezig, clearing and purifying for yourself and all sentient beings. And for a moment, imagine that the environment becomes Sukhavati Pure Land, a place of peace, a place of wisdom and compassion, free from suffering, with all the opportunities for development. And imagine the body, speech, and mind of its inhabitants, living beings, become the body, speech, and mind of powerful Chenrezig. ripening the seeds for your own enlightenment and their enlightenment through rehearsal and imagination, but also connecting with the fact that we all have Buddha nature now. That potentiality exists now. Engage with it. The compassionate wisdom we already have. And these appearances and sounds and awareness, inseparable from emptiness. They all lack inherent existence, yet still appear. And so with that visualization and those ideas, we add the mantra. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani. Continue the mantra under your breath, together with the visualization. Air passes through your lips, but no sound. And place your mind in equipoise on its own essence of the non-conceptualization of the three circles. The subject, object, and action being engaged in all lack inherent existence. And dissolve and absorb all the visualization. And generate strong aspiration that this be the case. And imagine Chenrezig is with each and every sentient being. The potential for sounds to be like the mantra. Thoughts and conceptualizations, the great expanse of exalted wisdom. And we dedicate. Middle of the page. Due to this virtue, may I quickly become powerful Chenrezig and lead all living beings without exception to that state.